On this record, I think that we'd, for the last few years, been trying to figure out what kind of record to make, what we wanted to say. And this time we sat down and it just felt like all the past couple of years of trying to figure it out, it all just came to the surface. And it was really a quick record and really fun to make, and I think we said a lot on this record. We covered a lot of ground on this record.
Definitely. I mean, one of the things I think that once we sort of figured out that, rather than trying to think, what does the audience want to hear and this and that, in my mind I was thinking, like, let's just put all that aside and let's just do what we like to do, the things that gets us off playing music. And then I think it was some conversation we had, like in your kitchen, and I think that kind of led to be myself. I said, let's, trying to do, be this for somebody or be that for somebody. Let's just, it'd be cool to just be, let's just
be who we are.
Be who we are, just be ourselves, And then that kind of unlocked, it seemed like there's little catalysts that happen between us that, like, you'll say something to me and then it'll like unfold all these other possibilities. So I think with this record, we also decided that we wanted to make sure that each song had a message, and not a preachy kind of thing, but more like
just noticing, really, not making judgment, but just noticing and telling the story that is really the common experience right now. Because I don't think there's anybody with most of the stuff that isn't feeling the same way about technology and about our relationships and about what the future looks like with all these interferences, all these things that are supposed to make our lives easier, how it's changing the way we actually deal with each other. That seemed to sort of be an overlying theme through the whole thing. So when I got ready to make this record, it just felt like, what am I doing? The obvious thing to do would be to go back and do what you know how to do, but sometimes that's the thing that you try not to do. And I think in my effort to try not to repeat myself, I just couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. And then Jeff and I don't know, for some weird reason it was different this time. Every single thing this summer while we were working about us working together was all falling together.
Everything just seemed to fall in place. It was ridiculous how it would just happen.
We'd write 3 songs in a day, and then we'd take 4 days off and come back, and it was really, really effortless. And then right in the middle of that, we're like, well, how should we record it? Let's get Chad Blake. Let's see if he'd come in, and just kind of all came together. And really the last year it's been pretty monumental as far as the changes and the shifts in all of our lives, and it's impossible to avoid not trying to find your way through it when you're writing a song. It just keeps coming up. There's so many themes on this record that kind of much like the second record, that felt so urgent to write about.